Hey, all you silver stackers out there. So check this out. I kind of watched this a little bit and I kind of thought it was like, yeah, right, dude. You're just saying that to cover your buttski. But long story short is the Fifth Third CEO basically says, hey, here's the anniversary after our infamous Silicon Valley Bank collapse. And, everything's great. We have learned from our mistakes, so on and so forth. Like everything's cool. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, are you guys just saying that? Because I think there's a lot more stuff coming on the horizon. So this was 20 hours ago. And again, I watched it like this morning. And basically, he's like, everything's sound. Um, FDIC, we're all backed up by it. We've increased our, deposits, so on and so forth. Really? So literally minutes later, this headline comes out. New York Community Bank Corp tumbles 40% and is halted as troubled bank reportedly seeking cash infusion. Now, I believe this bank was part of that Silicon Bank thing. Maybe they got bigger. Again, Chase obviously got bigger too last year after purchasing some of the assets and so forth. But again, it's like, look at this drop. So it was like $3. It was $1.86. The past month, like it's kind of been, let's see, 3 months. This was like a $10 stock earlier this year, and now it's literally worth a tenth of what it was. And if you go back to even a year ago, they were like a $6 stock, and then they went all the way back up to 13 the middle of the year. And then remember, July, middle of last year was kind of like where, okay, the banking crisis is fine. And you had like all these entities come out and say everything's good. We're in a good position. So anyways, how does this relate to stacking? Well, this is going to be huge news. This is going to cause a scare. And those of you who've been watching my channel and other channels telling you to, premiums are super low, this and that, be ready. I think premiums are going to jack up just like they did last year. I have a feeling that silver is not going to be cheap. It's going to be harder to find because the next wave that's made money in stock or whatever, they're now dumping and they're going to be placing their assets back into silver. So here we go again, guys. So what do you guys think of that? Let's see what it's done to gold here. Yeah, silver's up 2%. So it's almost $25. Like when's the last time we saw that? It was in December, and then again, we're like, look what happened. Like after that happened, I know a lot of you guys that are maybe newer to stacking have don't really know, or you hear the stories, but so it got down real low, right? And then the bank crisis happened, and then spot shot up to like $26. But that wasn't the half of the story. The story was, dude, the premiums were ridiculous, like maddening ridiculous. Silver Eagles at $15, $20 over spot. So if spot today is 24, that means a Silver Eagle, if this gets crazy again and they run low on supply, Silver Eagle is going to be $45. So everyone like myself that have been saying, hey, this is the time to buy some stuff. This is like, I think the last day to get in. I know it's up and it's hard to buy as it's going up. Well, maybe it's not hard because a lot of people have that reverse psychology. Like, oh, it's going up. You're gonna, fear of missing out. But this is not good, guys. This means like, okay, this is headline news, right? What other banks are involved in that? And Powell just had a conference or whatever today saying, we're not quite at 2%, blah blah blah. He doesn't want to commit to lowering interest rates. Like, really, dude? We're not going to commit to lowering interest rates. You're going to watch more banks fail. So I bet you the next thing is like Yellen comes on or someone else comes on saying, hey, everything's fine. Please, relax. Don't worry about it. Let's give more money here and there. We're fine. The economy's doing great. Really? How great are we doing? How awesome are we when a bank needs cash out of New York? Scary stuff, right? Scary stuff. And in the meantime, we've got, crypto at all-time highs because like no one's really regulating this stuff. So stuff's maddening. It was like down 10% yesterday. Today it's up 8%. Like the folks that have serious money, they're ignoring all this, bank crisis and all. They got their money in here, and they're literally controlling their own market. Like, it's insane how much. If you were like got into Bitcoin earlier, when it was like went down to 16 grand, and now it's like 66,000, and you've made moves every single time it's dropped one day and then gone up the next day. That's, there's a lot of money in that crazy, crazy market. And then, obviously bonds and stuff or whatever. But remember palladium, guys? Remember I was telling you, like, maybe it's time to buy palladium. It was like $800. It's $1,000. It's up 10% today. You're not going to hear that on any other channel. That's insane. You could have bought a palladium bar with the premiums and everything for under $1,000. I remember I was watching it, and I'm like, I'm just not going to do videos on it anymore. So here we are again. It's going to be a wild, wild, wild ride. So already metals are responding aggressively to this news that just happened minutes ago. So again, if you subscribe to my channel, hopefully you appreciate the information. Again, if you stack metals, this is the time to get in now before they go up and up and up and up and up. And who knows if this will get solved this year? What's the next bank to fail? History does repeat itself, and history nowadays is literally within months of itself with events. So if this keeps happening, the Fed's going to have to lower rates, and if lowering rates doesn't fix the economy, they're going to have to start buying mortgage-backed securities. They're going to have to start buying debt again. Here we go again. Here we go again. So what does that do with metals? You better park your money in metals now. If you've made good profit on other investments, or even if you made 5% on that CD, well, if you would have parked money into some metals, you easily are making 10, 15, 20% on your metals if you bought it during the low point of this year. So anyways, guys, I appreciate, as always, you guys watching. I'm still buying. I'm still selling. Just a little something about me. If you don't watch the channel, I do have an eBay store. So everything in my store that I talk about is always available for sale. So please check out my store. I always have the link in the description. And I really appreciate those of you who watch my channel, also buy from me. Again, I do this for fun. My real job doesn't have to really do with this kind of stuff. I enjoy, metals and so forth. But again, as always, guys, I appreciate you guys watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll keep you guys updated as I get this information. But man, here we go again. Talk to you in the next one.